everyone, my name is Carissa Barker and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing some turtle trivia or turtle facts, and we're joined by a very special guest, and that is my baby turtle. He is about 10 months old. I got him when he was just an itty bitty baby, and he has grown so much since I got him. I will insert a comparison picture. So yeah, as you can see, he's gotten way bigger. He started out in a 10-gallon tank and he has moved up to this 30-gallon tank to accommodate his growing size. And he will continue growing for the next about 4 to 5 years before he's full grown. The biggest he will get is 6 inches. So yeah, for the next 5 years he'll keep growing and then he'll be full grown. And turtles can live for like up to, I don't know, tortoises usually live a couple, like 100, like 50 to 100 years. This kind of turtle, I think he'll probably only live about 50 years. But, I mean, maybe less. I don't know. It really kind of depends on how, well, his living conditions are, which I've done everything I can to give him the best life possible. I did a lot of research before I got him to find out what he needs and stuff. So we've got a heat lamp, a UV lamp, filter, treated water. I'm giving him lots of food, like he has enough space to swim, he has land to relax on. So I don't know. I think I'm doing everything that I can. I hope I am, to give him the longest, happiest life possible, because I love him very much. But yeah, so I just wanted to share some little fun turtle facts with you guys and show off my little baby. He's so cute. I don't know, it's not very close up, but I'll show some closer up. He's got his little hand on my finger and I love him so much. So the first like little fact that I have found out is that they can actually feel like sensations on their shells. I always thought that their shells were just like this hard exterior that they couldn't really feel at all, but they actually have a bunch of nerves throughout their shell, and their blood system actually goes through their shell as well. He's trying to get away now, oh my. You can see him trying to run. It's okay, bud. Here, relax. Should we rub your chin? Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Wow, he's not having it. We're probably gonna have to put him in his tank soon. He'll still be with us. He'll just be in there. If he keeps acting like this, I don't know why he's freaking out. Okay, I think he's calm. I think. Nope. Okay. So yeah, they can feel sensations throughout their shells, which means that unfortunately they can get hurt if you like drop them or whatever, so obviously you don't want to do that. But as well as feeling pain, they can actually feel pleasure, I guess, as well. So if you want your turtle to like you, you can actually pet them, and they actually do enjoy it, or so I'm told. Can't really ask him, so I don't know if he likes it or not. But that's a little fun fact. You can pet the top of their shells, you can pet the bottom of their shells, and one thing I've noticed that he likes is when I rub underneath his chin. So yeah, that's a little fun fact number one. The second thing is that they actually don't have like openings for ears like most animals or humans do, you know, but they do have an internal ear canal. So they can't hear as well as most creatures can, or as well as we can by any means, but they can hear sounds to like alert them of predators or whatever. But like, he honestly definitely doesn't understand me by any means, and I don't know if he can even really hear what I'm saying, but I still talk to him because that's what you do when you have a pet, is you talk to them like they're your baby, because that's just, you know, what you do. So yeah, they don't have ears, but they can still hear a little bit. Huh. Turtles rely mostly on their sight to help them. Their eyes are their most important feature, I guess, that they have. Well, no, their shells are pretty important too, because they keep them safe. I'm gonna put him in his tank because he is very excited right now. I don't know if you can see him, but he's gonna be swimming around. Tank's a little dirty, sorry about that. But yeah, there he goes. Another little interesting fact about turtles, specifically his breed of turtles, is that he can hold his breath underwater for 30 minutes. Sometimes it is less, and he doesn't usually stay under there for 30 minutes. He likes to come up quite a bit. But 30 is like kind of the max, unless they are hibernating. Then there's other specific circumstances because their heart rate slows down and stuff like that. I need to check my phone for the other facts because I can't remember. Turtles belong to one of the oldest reptile groups in the world, and they were even around during the time of the dinosaurs. So they're 200 million years old. The species, not specific turtles, but that's insane that there was certain types of turtles that were around when the dinosaurs were. Like, that's so crazy to me. And now we keep them as pets, you know? Like, crazy. There's like a misconception that turtles can actually leave their shell and like need to find or that they'll grow out of it or something like that, but that is absolutely false. Their shells are actually part of their body. They're made out of 50 different bones and like their rib cage and their spine, all that stuff, and it actually grows with them. So already since I got him, his shell has like shed, just like snakes shed their skin. They just like, the pieces of the shell like will flake off, come off, and as he's just growing more underneath, just kind of like skin even. So that's pretty neat. Another name, like I guess their technical name of turtles is Chelonians. Is like the scientific name, I guess. So a lot of these facts refer to them as Chelonians, and at first it really threw me off. I was like, what are you talking about? But I guess that's true. So they can actually make sounds by swallowing or by forcing air out of their lungs. And then specific types of species also make other, like, more prominent sounds, I guess, that's more recognizable. I've never really heard him make any sounds. It's kind of nice, honestly, because so they don't like bark or anything like dogs. They're pretty like quiet type of pet. The only thing is that I have all of these rocks along the bottom of his tank to make it look nicer, I guess, or whatever, but he always will like dig through them and push them around, move them around, and then they like hit each other and hit the bottom of the tank and stuff, and it is so loud. You can actually hear him moving the rocks around in the very beginning of the A Day in the Life of My Shopping Addiction video. At this point, I'm kind of like so accustomed to it that I didn't even realize that it was happening while I was filming, because I just hear it so often that I didn't like register in my brain, I guess, that that's what was happening. So sometimes he can be a little noisy, but for the most part, he's great. I don't know, honestly, I think turtles are like the best pet that you can get. They're so incredible, and I just love him. He's the best. I never mentioned what type of turtle he is. He is a Cumberland slider turtle, known more commonly as a yellow-bellied slider. And they get the slider name because whenever they get scared or are like afraid, they will just, whenever they see somebody, they will just slide right off the rocks into the water. They feel more safe in the water, they can move faster, and it's just like a comfort thing for them. And so literally he'll be like up on his rock, like all stretched out, like basking in the light, and I'll open my door to come home and he just like freaks out and jumps in the water. And because, I mean, it's a pretty decent sized tank, but not when you're going like that fast, and so he'll ram into the side of the freaking tank, and I'm just like, honey, it's just me, like calm down. So, yeah, that's where they get their name. Because he is still a baby and is still growing, I do feed him 2 times a day, and I feed him quite a lot of food. Once he gets older though, he'll probably only eat once a day or every other day after he's full grown. And I just feed him either like bloodworms, or I have these like protein pellet things for him. Yeah, and another interesting thing is when they're babies, they are totally carnivores. Like, they'll still eat vegetables occasionally, but the majority of what they eat is just, they want meat, they want like bugs. But then once they get older, they transform and become omnivores and will rarely eat meat and mostly just eat vegetables. So I thought that was kind of interesting. You can buy like vegetable pellets too, just like I have the protein pellets. You don't necessarily have to have fresh vegetables for them every day or go catch live bugs or whatever. So that they're just so nice, so easy to take care of. Cleaning his tank is not the easiest. I don't necessarily enjoy that very much, but I probably clean it once every 3 weeks, and it maybe takes an hour and a half or so. So it's not like the end of the world, and especially for as amazing as he is, it's totally worth it. I love him, huh buddy? Ah, sweetie. He knows now every time that it's time to eat, I'll pull out the food and I'll shake it a little bit, and he's like, oh my gosh, he sees it, and like he'll come right up and eat it, and he's just such a good boy, and I just love him so much. That's really all the facts that I had for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video, you know what to do, and please subscribe. It doesn't hurt you at all, but it helps me a lot, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!